years go by, but the memories stays. And those were the good old days.
Thank you so much for going down memory lane with me. Take you back and tell you a real interesting story. Memory lane video number 190, y'all. 190. Can you believe that? Let me tell you a story about my pen pal. My 9th grade year. I've explained the whole 9th grade, my 9th grade year in junior high there at Longfellow Junior High. I've explained all that and during previous bits. So if you haven't really had any idea as to what I'm talking about, you have to go into Playlist Archives and the vaults and look up Longfellow Junior High, 1986 to 1989. And so anyway, nonetheless, my 9th grade year at Longfellow Junior High, it was not a requirement, but as it is now in this day and age, where you have to have you are required to take a foreign language. It wasn't required back then, so I decided I was going to take a foreign language. I elected to take Spanish, this is like 1988, 89. Mrs. Granke was my teacher in 9th grade there for Spanish, and I passed Spanish with a D average, and to me that was a major, that was something that I could say, hey, I accomplished. That was a major accomplishment, because to me, hey, I took it, just for a little extra credit. I took in my 10th grade year, Mrs. Wilson, I believe was her name, and didn't do too good at that. I failed out there with straight S. But anyway, it was really good with Mrs. Granke because we had to pick our own name, and I picked my name or a Spanish name. I picked my name in Spanish, Rogerio, R-O-G-E-R-I-O, Rogerio. We were also told, that we were to pick a we were to pick a pen pal. The left box was pen pals of guys and pen pals of girls in the right box. Of course, I picked a girl because I wasn't going to pick no guy. There was a couple of guys who picked who had picked guys, and I was kind of questioning that. But excuse me. But nonetheless, I picked a girl. It was out of the box, and her name was Anna Allison. Anna Allison from Stockholm, Sweden. We were required for that very first letter that we had sent out and got. We were told to ask the differences between their country and ours. Our pen pal's country and ours, and we had to read it to the class. But the letters after that, if we chose to continue to write, was strictly between us and them. And I read that first letter. I really got to know a lot about Anna and a lot about Stockholm, Sweden. She got to learn a lot about the United States, and she got to learn a little bit about Maslin and whatnot, and all this stuff. And like I said, that first letter was communication, just basically, hey, my name is Roger. Hello, I'm Anna. All this other stuff. And what's it like over there in Sweden? How about United States or Maslin or whatever. And that's basically what that was all about. Anna and I wrote back and forth with one another for like 6 months, maybe anywhere between maybe roughly 4 to 6, maybe 8 letters tops. I don't know whatever happened to those letters, moving here and there and everywhere over the course of time. I've lost those letters. But like I said, we communicated over 6 months, with one another, and it was really special. It was something, that it was, we became good friends, Anna and I did, and it was just great. My cousin Ronnie, 4 foot tall, midget, dwarf, call him what you will, but Ronnie was the type of person that he'd give his shirt off your back. He'd do whatever he had to do for you. Ronnie was just a great guy all around, and he's definitely missed. Ronnie's definitely missed. That's definitely for sure. But like I said, Ronnie, when he got on the computer, he'd be like, I'm a short guy. Do you like short guys? Would you ever date a short guy? And Ronnie told me, he's like, when he saw Anna, she had long blonde hair, blue eyes. She was a knockout. She was beautiful. And Ronnie's like, he's hot. I said, I know, Ronnie. Does he have a friend? Yeah. She talked about a friend of hers she liked to hang out with. Her name was Jenny. You know, oh well, try hook me up. Well, Anna had told me that her, Jenny was her best friend, and her and Jenny had, they would read my letters together, and they were, they were really excited, and they were really, they really wanted to know, what I was going to write about next, and I had told Anna, and she had Jenny write Ronnie, and she went ahead and wrote him a letter. Well, Ronnie wrote her a letter, and he sent a picture of himself, and I told Anna that I was writing, writing stories. That I have been writing stories now, or at that time was for about 2, maybe 3 years. Like I said, this is 89, 90. It was like 86, 87 when I done my stories. Playlist archives into the vaults. You'll get a little more insight on that. Anyway, nonetheless. Ronnie had sent Jenny a picture of him, and I had sent Anna a copy of my my novel, the Haunted Camp series, 60 parts, or 60 chapters, if you will, spawned off part 2 and part 3's in the works. But anyway, nonetheless, she had I sent that to Anna, and one of the chapters there towards the end of it was called An Angel Makes Love to Slim. And you're probably thinking, huh? It's, if you understood the concept of the whole haunted camp thing and what centered around to that particular chapter at that particular point, you'd understand. But I'm not going to go into that detail at this point in time. But anyway, nonetheless, there was just I sent that to Anna. The chapters. I said, if you're interested in it, I'll send you, the whole entire series. You can read it yourself. And after Ronnie sent the pictures to Jenny, and after I sent that to Anna, communication with Anna just completely stopped. And Ronnie didn't get no more letters from Jenny, neither. It was just one of those things, that I look back on it, and it was a great experience for me to be able to speak to, or communicate with somebody back in, in a different country, like Sweden. And like I said, Anna was she was special. She was a really, really sweet, a really good pen pal to talk to for that 6 months, and those very few letters, like I said, which I don't know where they are, very, very few letters that her and I had communicated with. But I don't know if it was because of Ronnie, because I'm sure he asked Jenny, I'm a short guy. You like short guys? What do you think of my pics? Am I short? Am I too short? Or something like that. I don't know if it was that, or if it was the whole haunted camp thing that kind of threw Anna off at me. But for 6 months, and actually the communications with me and Anna, it was wonderful to be able to communicate with somebody outside of the United States. Somebody, that I could say, hey, I know a little bit about Sweden. I know I had a pen pal from Sweden. Have you had a pen pal? It's just a great experience for me to be able to have done that. And like I said, I don't know which one of those situations it was that stopped Anna from communicating with me. But the communication we did have for that brief 6 months was awesome. Totally awesome. An experience that I'll never forget. Thank you so much for going down memory lane with me. I'll catch you next time.